Hey y'all. So I wanted to jump on here today and go over some frequently asked questions with you guys about this program and about liver flushing in general. So first of all, liver flushing in general, a lot of people have the question, do I have to change my diet? Um, no. The short answer is no, you do not have to change your diet. And I am like specifically all about that because I just want to make this procedure, this protocol as accessible as possible for people. And so I really think that too much diet changing just is too significant of a hindrance and holds too many people back. And really you can have remarkable results with liver flushing basically approached from whatever diet. It is rather important that you're eating at least some fat. Um, because if you have no fat in your diet, then your body isn't really that used to producing bile. So then when you consume the flush mixture, which includes a significant amount of oil, the body it hasn't really been in the groove of producing bile to digest that. So that's really the only thing. And what's really cool about sort of starting liver flushing journey in this way and um not holding or requiring a certain diet is that the process itself develops and strengthens an intuition in yourself and communication from your body, basically internal guidance that starts to sort of gently direct you towards foods and diet and lifestyle that support your health and make you feel better and make your body feel better. So it's what a beautiful way, right? To be able to not force ourselves and not willpower ourselves through something, but to actually let ourselves, as sort of like the veil, the haze of toxicity and congestion is like lowered, and cleared from our eyes, that we're actually just guided and we know what to do and we are able to follow our natural instincts. And I just see and think that change that's driven from that kind of inner guidance and natural inclination is has a way higher chance of success in the long run and succeeding, and sticking. Because it's like we can all force ourselves to do something for a while, but if we're forcing it, then it's kind of going to come like crashing down on us at some point. Whereas if it's really coming from that inner movement, like almost body directed as opposed to top down, mental construct, when it's coming from the body, it seems to have a much, a better lasting effect. So that's the way I like to see people make dietary changes. And although I'm sure many of you know that I am very, very into healing foods, I am making this not an access point barrier, really come in, whatever you're doing, however you're eating, let's start from there because a lot of even like cravings and habits and desires for certain foods are really driven by the ecosystem of dis-ease and toxicity in the body. So let's address that first and see where we can get to from there. Um, Another question is sort of on that same vein is can I do liver flushing even if I have a lot of food restrictions? Yes, generally you don't have to change your diet much leading up to the flush. There's just about one day where your diet will be shifted. And I will say that for the other question as well. There is one day where um, we have to apply certain guidelines for the protocol to work. So you don't have to change your diet in general, but there is one day per month or per flush cycle that you will have to observe some dietary change. And in terms of food restrictions, so again, you don't have to do much of anything different in your daily life. And then the only issues, so like the ingredients for the flush are an oil, usually olive oil, um, and usually a citrus juice. And also we take Epsom salts orally or magnesium sulfate. Um, if you have a problem with any of those three ingredients, there are some alternatives, but we do need to find like an oil option. And then, depending on if you really can't do any citrus or even, not even lemon, then there are a few other options as well. But other than that, pretty much we don't really have problems with food restrictions. Another question is, how much time does it take, and can I do liver flushing if I'm busy and or work a full-time job? Well, yes, my program in particular is designed to do learning on your own time, and and the whole process itself won't take much change in your lifestyle. And to complete the actual flush, which would be about once per month, you need to carve out about a day and a half where your routine is going to be changed. And that can be scheduled for whenever is most convenient for you. So it can be any days of the week. Some people like to do it over the weekend, but some people have different kinds of schedules.